Thanks very much for tuning in. My name is Amita Vadva. India, which stands on the brink of transformative greatness with the 21st century set to be its era of prominence. As the world's fifth largest economy, India is projected to become the third largest by 2027, surpassing the GDP of $5 trillion. Now, by 2047, India, which is expected to evolve into a $30 trillion economy, achieving the vision of a fully developed nation. Viksit Bharat, as we talk about. AsiaOne presents Let's Make India Great Viksit Bharat at 2047, a series which is aligned with Indian government's roadmap to realize the vision of a developed India by 2047, marking it as a century of independence. This series highlights the essence of Viksit Bharat initiative, fostering inclusive growth and ensuring every citizen contributes to the nation's advancement. This series will also spotlight visionary leaders driving innovations in science, technology, sustainability, and also job creation. These trailblazers from India and the global NRI community are essential to India's development.
We are delighted to introduce you to our next guest, Dr. Minnie Bodhanwala. Now, she is a beacon of progress and an icon of visionary leadership in India's healthcare ecosystem. As the CEO of Bai Jarbai Wadia Hospital for Children and the Novrosji Wadia Maternity Hospital, she has redefined the landscape of charitable healthcare, creating an exemplary model of affordable yet world-class medical care for marginalized communities. Now, for over 30 years, Dr. Bodhanwala has channeled her passion for service into transforming these hospitals into pillars of hope, spearheading innovations that cater to the most vulnerable with unparalleled expertise and compassion. Now, some of her prominent initiatives include Maharashtra's first human milk bank and specialized clinics for children with disabilities that truly reflect her deep-seated commitment to societal welfare. Thank you so much, Dr. Bodhanwala, for talking to us here. Let's start the conversation. First up, can you share your thoughts on the Prime Minister's vision of Viksit Bharat 2047? I'd like to hear your views on that.
Viksit Bharat 2047 says where India is going to be by 2047, and it's a very ambitious as well as, it's an inspiring program. The program hopes to see India on the global mark, portraying that we are going to be the best on the globe, coming to the international standards. At the same time, we are going to see even an economy which is going to be prospective, as well as I think we are going to see the social justice which is going to come out, as well as development which is going to be in the form of, technology, infrastructure and other issues. So when we go to see, it's going to be a comprehensive development of the Viksit Bharat as a vision of the Prime Minister. And here I think we are going to see lifestyle getting better, and also we are going to see a number of changes which are going to come into the lifestyle as well as social as well as sustainable growth which we see.
So, Doctor, I just want to get more of your opinion on some of the four key pillars under this, where we're looking towards empowerment for the youth, the poor, for women and for farmers. Just your thoughts on what is required for these four pillars, and also maybe a role that entrepreneurs can play in this growth of the country.
So when we see to empowering, first I think it has to be the youth we start with. When we see to youth, I think that is the basic stage where we need to capture the youth, and we need to have a program which can be along with the industry as well as educationists, where we see that the youth start getting themselves into better options, better placements, as well as skill development and catching the youth at an early age, where we see what are their strengths, and based on their strengths we try to make them into an international figure. The next is, I think, poor. The word poor itself is like traumatizing. So I would not use the word poor, but I would say yes for the underprivileged, For the underprivileged, I think we need to work out options, government schemes, social welfare schemes, wherein we see they get the right amount of knowledge as well as, they get funding. And the main could be funding even from governments and other agencies which are there. So that would help them to build up their own selves and also see that they become self-sustained, which is very important. They have certain challenges, and we have to see how we can address those challenges. Every sect of underprivileged will have their own challenges based on their profession, based on their lifestyles. So we have to handle those challenges too. When it comes to empowering women, yes, I would say empowering women is something of our greatest challenge, because in this world we see that where women come, there's always a thing, no, a woman cannot handle this. I think first of all the concept that a woman cannot handle things needs to be changed. Women need to get on and see that they develop their own industries. That is something which we are looking to, and growth. And also not only in the industries, but every area, women should be at par with the men. We have to recognize the strength of a woman, because if we don't recognize the strength of a woman, sometimes we may miss out reaching the target, what we want, and the goal, what we want. So I think that is something very essential.
And ma'am, if we talk a little bit more about farmers and also also entrepreneurs and the government also, just wanting to get your thoughts on these also.
For the farmers, I think Viksit Bharat would play an important role, because for the farmers, right from the stage of irrigation to where they go to sell in the fair price market, I think this would be of great help to them, wherein they could even use AI and technology. Apart from AI and technology, there are so many innovations which could be used. There I would see the role of entrepreneurs coming in, and the innovations which are created by entrepreneurs along with the government could play an important role. The government itself would need frame policies which are people friendly, and also we have to see that these policies get implemented and monitor how they are giving us the results, so that if there is a change in policy, we can adhere to some changes in the policies which get announced.
Thank you so much, Dr. Minnie, for talking to us here today. Now, her life work mirrors the aspirations of the Viksit Bharat at 2047 vision, as she relentlessly pursues a future where healthcare transcends socio-economic barriers, advancing India towards its goal of becoming a globally recognized leader in holistic medical care. Now, through her groundbreaking work, she has not only elevated healthcare standards, but has also fostered a culture of inclusivity and equity, making life-saving treatments accessible to those in the greatest need of it. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being such an inspiration.